Love, in its purest form, is freely given and freely received. It is not something that can be forced or manipulated, no matter how much we wish it could be. You cannot make someone love you by loving them harder. Let that sink in. It's very tempting to think that if you just pour more of your heart into a relationship, if you give more of yourself, if you try harder, they will see your worth and love you in return. But love doesn't work that way. Love isn't a transaction where effort equals reward. Love should be mutual, like a dance between two souls moving in harmony. When you find yourself dancing alone, giving all you have while receiving little in return, it's time to stop and pause. Reflect. Please remember that you cannot fill the void of unrequited love by emptying yourself. You cannot make someone see your value by diminishing your own. Love should lift you up, not leave you drained and questioning your worth. It's important to understand that loving someone deeply is not a guarantee that they will love you back. Their heart might be on a different path, seeking something else, something that maybe you cannot provide. But this doesn't mean you are lacking or unworthy. It simply means that their journey is not aligned with yours. Understanding that loving someone deeply does not guarantee that they will love you back is a crucial part of emotional maturity and self-awareness. Love is a complex emotion, and relationships involve two people with their own unique experiences, needs, and desires. Here's a more detailed explanation. Individual paths and desires. Each person has their own journey, goals, and desires. Even if you love someone deeply, they may be looking for something different in a relationship. This could be due to a variety of factors such as past experiences, personal goals, or a vision for the future that doesn't align with yours. Self-worth and acceptance. If someone does not reciprocate your love, it doesn't mean you are lacking or unworthy. It simply means that what they are looking for is different from what you offer. It's important to understand that your value isn't determined by someone else's ability or inability to love you back. Acceptance of reality. Accepting that someone you love may not feel the same way is part of recognizing reality. Instead of trying to change their feelings or seeing it as a reflection of your worth, it's about acknowledging that their journey is not aligned with yours. This acceptance can be empowering because it helps you move forward without holding on to unrealistic expectations. Healthy boundaries and growth. Recognizing this can help you set healthy boundaries and focus on personal growth. Instead of dwelling on why they don't love you back, you can use the experience to learn more about yourself and what you need in a relationship. Imagine you are in a relationship with someone named Alex. You have strong feelings for Alex and imagine a future together. However, Alex seems distant and is more focused on their career and personal ambitions. Despite your efforts to show love and care, Alex does not reciprocate these feelings in the same way. At first, this might be painful, and you might question if you're doing something wrong, or if there's something about you that Alex finds unlovable. But over time, you realize that Alex's heart is set on a different path. Perhaps they are not ready for a deep relationship, or they value their independence too much at this point in their life. Understanding this, you come to the realization that it's not about your worth or what you lack. Rather, it's about the different paths you and Alex are on. This recognition helps you to let go of trying to change Alex's feelings and focus instead on finding someone whose journey is more aligned with yours. This allows you to move forward with dignity and respect for both yourself and Alex. By acknowledging that love isn't always reciprocated in the way we hope, you can learn to accept the reality of the situation, focus on your own well-being, and remain open to finding a more fulfilling connection in the future. It's important to remember that you deserve a love that is returned with the same intensity and commitment. You deserve a love that feels like coming home, not like a constant struggle. Letting go of the hope that you can make someone love you by loving them harder is an act of self-respect and self-love. It's acknowledging that you deserve more than unreciprocated affection. It's recognizing that your heart is valuable and should be cherished by someone who truly sees and appreciates you. So hold on to your love. Cherish it. But do not waste it on someone who cannot or will not return it. Save it for the person who will love you, not because you tried harder, but because they see you for who you are and choose to love you wholly and freely. You cannot make someone love you by loving them harder, but you can love yourself enough to walk away from what isn't meant for you and make room for the love you truly deserve. The phrase, you cannot make someone love you by loving them harder, emphasizes a fundamental truth about love and relationships. Love must be mutual and freely given. No matter how much effort or love you put into a relationship, if the other person does not reciprocate those feelings, you cannot force or compel them to love you back. When we try to love harder in the hope that it will make someone love us in return, we often neglect our own needs and self-worth. This can lead to a cycle of self-sacrifice where one person continually gives without receiving anything meaningful in return, which is neither healthy nor sustainable. The second part of the statement, but you can love yourself enough to walk away from what isn't meant for you and make room for the love you truly deserve, shifts the focus to self-love and self-respect. It suggests that recognizing when a relationship is not fulfilling or reciprocated is a form of self-care. By choosing to walk away from such a relationship, you are prioritizing your well-being and opening yourself up to the possibility of finding a love that is genuine and reciprocal. Imagine you are in a relationship where you constantly feel undervalued and ignored. You keep doing more, sending thoughtful messages, planning special dates, and always being available for your partner. However, despite all your efforts, your partner remains distant, unresponsive, or even dismissive. You might think, if I just love them more, they will realize how much I care and start to reciprocate. But after months or even years of giving and not receiving, you begin to feel drained and unhappy. In this situation, loving yourself enough to walk away means acknowledging that your efforts alone can't make the relationship work if the other person isn't willing or capable of giving you the love and respect you deserve. By leaving, you are making room in your life for someone who will value and cherish you without needing to be convinced to do so. This choice reflects a strong sense of self-worth and an understanding that healthy relationships are built on mutual respect, love, and effort, not on one-sided sacrifices.